King Charles Sandringham team issues unexpected closure notice. His Majesty King Charles Sandringham team has taken to Instagram to notify members of the public of a last-minute closure of their restaurant. On Thursday morning, their Instagram stories read, "The Sandringham restaurant will be closed today." There was no further explanation about the closure. When the restaurant is open, they serve breakfast, lunch and afternoon tea. Our afternoon tea is served on Chelsea botanical porcelain, a design closely derived from a large collection acquired by Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, and includes traditional recipes using many seasonal products grown on the estate and the finest ingredients sourced locally, the website reads. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. I was also struck by the beautiful gardens and walled garden which comes with the property, which were idyllic. One surprising feature was what was inside the kitchen cupboards. I couldn't believe the royal mug collection, which had me deliberating which one to choose each morning for my morning cuppa. It also gives you a chance to glance into Charles' private property. To the right of the property there is also an out-of-bounds access to the royal household's greenhouses, which, from what we could see, stored urns and huge plant pots with royal cyphers, many florals for cut flower displays and loads of chilli plants, Lauren explained. Following the death of the Queen Mother, Charles and Camilla took on the house, and while they didn't touch many of the rooms, some did require renovations and modernisations, with the work taking place before the couple moved in. The morning room is a frequently used space, the location of choice to host guests when they come to visit. It's a traditionally decorated room with an ornate fireplace, plenty of antiques and gold-framed artworks. King Charles and Queen Camilla visit Princess Anne's wedding venue, and it's a winter wonderland. Charles, 76, and Camilla, 77, were all smiles as they were driven through the snow to the service at Crathy Kirk Church. The monarch sported a tweed jacket as he waved from the back seat with one of the Queen's companions, Lady Sarah Keswick. Meanwhile, Camilla was wrapped up against the cold in a dark wool coat and a furry wide-brimmed hat. It's a small Church of Scotland parish church in the Scottish village of Crathy close to the Balmoral estate. It's best known for being the regular place of worship for the British royals when they're staying at the castle, and is also where the Princess Royal married her second husband, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence. Princess Anne tied the knot with the naval officer on the 12th of December, 1992 during an intimate ceremony at the church, with only 30 guests in attendance. The decision for the wedding to be held in Scotland was because the Church of Scotland permitted second marriage for divorcees. Unlike her Tudor-style gown for her first marriage to Captain Mark Phillips in 1973, and wore a white knee-length dress with flowers in her hair for her second nuptials. The newlyweds then celebrated with family and friends at Craigowern Lodge on the Balmoral estate. The King and Queen celebrated Christmas with the royals on the Sandringham estate, stepping out for the annual 25 December service at St. Mary Magdalene Church. As revealed by the court circular, Charles and Camilla retreated to their Scottish royal residence last week, with the King having owned Birkhall on the estate since 1992. Charles will be back in London on Monday as he is set to host 3 organisations dedicated to educating future generations about the Holocaust at Buckingham Palace. King Charles' poignant decision to not reveal his specific type of cancer was a conscious choice. After announcing his cancer diagnosis earlier this year, King Charles has not shared what specific type of cancer he has, and there may be a poignant reason why. According to a senior palace aide speaking to The Times, "I think if there were 2 words that summed up this extraordinary year, it would be resilience and dynamism. For all the challenges the individuals and the institution have faced, they have not only overcome them but adapted. The Times cited a palace source who said that the king's decision not to reveal the type of cancer was a conscious choice to be able to reach out to the widest number of people who are experiencing the disease, rather than narrow the focus onto a particular form of cancer, the outlet reported. The palace did confirm earlier this year that the king does not have prostate cancer. The move harkens back to the king's decision to share news of his surgery to correct an enlarged prostate before the procedure happened in January. As people reported at the time, Charles' decision to highlight his diagnosis prompted a 1,000% increase in searches about prostate enlargement on the UK's National Health Service website. He was lauded for doing so, coming forward with his health news, with commentators saying he had ushered in a new era of transparency in matters of health and the royal family, royal biographer Robert Jobson said earlier this year. After the January surgery to correct the benign enlarged prostate, cancer was detected, and the king announced on February 5 that he was beginning treatment for the still undisclosed type of cancer. The Times reported that his courtiers assumed Charles would want privacy as he began treatment, so they planned for low-key cars with blacked-out windows to drive him around London, but the king said no. He was determined to remain visible throughout, a source told the Times. A plan was put in place to use the state Bentley so he could be seen more easily. He really wanted to reassure people that he was okay. The king made it clear that he felt his condition was nothing to be shied away from. King Charles waves as he departs with Queen Camilla after receiving treatment for an enlarged prostate at the London clinic on January 29, 2024 in London, England. People reported December 20th that the king's cancer treatment will continue into the new year but is moving in a very positive direction. Palace sources confirmed, adding that it is a managed condition. The treatment cycle will continue into next year, sources added. King Charles waves as he departs with Queen Camilla after receiving treatment for an enlarged prostate at the London clinic on January 29, 2024 in London, England. At the end of King Charles and Queen Camilla's royal tour to Australia and Samoa in October, a senior palace official said, "We're now working on a pretty normal-looking, full overseas tour program for next year, which is a high for us to end on. To know that we can be thinking in those terms, subject to sign-off by doctors." According to a senior palace aide speaking to the Times, "I think if there were two words that summed up this extraordinary year, it would be resilience and dynamism." Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.